Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time again. Yes. It's the news. I read the Daily Mail, so you don't have to. I take a bullet for you. Oh, it's not very much good news today. This was a case that broke. I think it was. Well, it would have been last month because it's August now. Where's the year going? This was the story of an ex-rugby player called Ricky Bibby. He died. He passed away, and his girlfriend was found in a bad condition. Well, it turns out that he'd beaten her up, and died from a heart attack during the assault. This is the fella. He looks like a shaved ape. 6'3", 17 stone. Lovely fella. And this is the mother of two who beat up. She's 44, and she couldn't speak to the police for a week while she underwent medical treatment in an Italian hospital. Yes, this happened in Italy. They were away, and it's just absolutely shocking. Jenny Platt is her name. She's an estate agent, and they were staying at a £350 a night 4-star hotel, the Hotel Continental in Florence, when the incident happened. Again, it was a great mystery when it was first reported as what happened. But he was a horrible, horrible man who got what he deserved. So there you go. Hopefully Jenny will make a recovery and put it all behind her. Shocking, isn't it? Shocking. What an awful, awful case. Because again, you wonder, what's happened. Maybe they've been assaulted by a third party. When the news first broke. But no, it was much more sordid. Should we do court news? There's a lot of court news today. This is the story of Andrew Parkinson. He's a special constable in the police force. Here he is. This is what he looks like. I wonder what he's been up to. Well, as you can see, it looks like he's arriving to court. That's because he is. What had he done? Well, anyway, the 55-year-old special constable grabbed a boy around the neck. 7-year-old. He assaulted the boy in Bolton in May last year. So he grabbed the boy by his neck and then carried him to his parents. But why? What did the boy do? Did he give him some lip? Well, he accidentally got sprayed in a water fight, and he reacted. And the probation officers revealed that as recently as a few weeks ago, he still didn't think what he did was wrong. And that his defence in court was that he was acting in self-defence. The prosecutor, Mr. Simonson Kirk, said the boy accidentally sprayed Parkinson with water and immediately became angry. He got face to face with the boy and started telling him off. The court then heard that the boy tripped and fell towards him. He says his father had made contact with Mr. Parkinson and took hold of the boy around the neck and shoulders and picked him up and carried him to his father's house. He said the father opened the door to see his son looking terrified and as white as a sheet. A neighbour sitting nearby and other children who had been playing with the boy also saw the incident. An argument then broke out close to the boy's home before Parkinson was reported to police. He denied assault by beating, saying he was acting in self-defence. This is a guy who was employed as a special constable. Was it PCSO or whatever? But he was ordered to pay £250 in compensation, and I think he got some unpaid work to do as well. Right, he's got to do unpaid work at 25 rehabilitation days with the probation service, and a restraining order prevents him from contacting the boy or his parents. It also looks like he will lose his job as a special constable. Special, right? Special in the head. Again, these are the people we employ. More court news. This is Kirsty Ogden. Let's see what she looks like. Well, she's drinking water here. There's a clue. There's a clue. Kirsty Ogden. Again, this is an estate. She's another estate agent. Valance House, Callis Close, Woolwich. Crashed a Mercedes into a bus stop. She was more than double over the drink drive limit. She'd had 3 or 4 drinks at a work leaving party before getting behind the wheel. But of course, she tried to flee from police on foot. And magistrates said she was lucky there was nobody at the bus stop when she hit it, because she could have killed somebody. She'd been banned from driving for 22 months, fined £300, and ought to pay £120 victim surcharge, probably to the bus stop, £85 cost. But it looks like she'll probably also lose her job. Witness said the female was on a mobile phone talking to someone saying, "I need your help." And then when the police came, she was walking away, and she saw the police officer. She to run away and was chased and arrested, and admitted she'd been driving the vehicle and crashed it. So there you go. Oh, we do have a duck face photo of her. Here we are. Duck face. Something for the lads. Remember, if you do get into trouble, the Daily Mail will put your social media pics on its website. So there you go. Don't go to Spain. Don't go to Spain. Apparently, in Spain, there's 35 reports of female clubbers being injected with various narcotics. They call them date rape drugs. First case reported in Ibiza, but revelers in Navarra, San Fermin, and Catalonia have revealed that they've also been attacked. And this is something that's gone on a lot. Again, it was happening over here around the student bars and everything. Yeah, there's been a similar spate of incidents in the UK, France, and Switzerland. Again, they think that this is a precursor to assault. Of course it is. Now, this is an interesting one. This is we all love the idea of Nazi gold. God, this is getting demonetised. We've already had date rapes and Nazis. I mean, that's the story, isn't it? Who likes it? Like Nazi gold? Because again, when World War II was going on, the Nazis loved to loot various valuables, art, jewellery, property, you name it. And they reckon a lot of it was stashed away. And a group called the Silesian Bridge Foundation are doing a dig in the village of Minkowski in Poland. It was the grounds of an 18th century palace, and yeah, they're digging a big hole. They're digging a big hole because they believe that there is a giant metal canister buried on the grounds of the estate that has £200 million worth of Nazi gold, and they reckon it's where Hitler may have stashed his loot. And here they are. Here's a picture of them doing the dig. This isn't the canister. This is just them doing a dig on the grounds. And here's an artist's impression of what they're trying to do. They're digging a hole in the ground, kind of big and kind of round. See what I did there? That's a little Bernard Cribbins. But yeah, the abandoned. Looks like an abandoned palace. Look at it. That's the abandoned conservatory. But yeah, imagine if they do find all this gold. I mean, what'll happen then? And this is what it used to look like. Wow. You could tell it was a long time ago because it's in black and white. Yeah, it's true. And here's a picture of Himmler. He was a Nazi. You can tell. Look at that. Was the master race. Misshapen creatures that they were. But yeah, interesting. I reckon there's a lot of hidden loot out there still. There's groups of them. Or some of it, I reckon, may have even got to South America, where they reckon a lot of Nazis fled to. Good news, everybody. BP's profits have trebled to a 14-year high. British Petroleum, BP, if you're not sure. British Petroleum, think about it. Yeah, their profits have surged to £6.9 billion £2.8 for the 3 months to June the 30th, and that's up from 2.8 billion US dollars, or 2.3 billion pounds a year ago. Wait a minute now. Oh, I'm having a bit of a problem with this, because do you remember there's supposed to be like oil and gas shortages? Do you remember? And that's what's forcing all the prices up. I think they're doing a shakedown. I think all these oil and energy companies are shaking us down. You know, this is ridiculous. They've been described as eye-watering profits, and this, again, other energy companies, including Shell and Centrica, have been blasted for. Again, all these companies are registering massive profits at the moment, and it's funny that. And I think they've found a way of playing the market, of manipulating the market here. Look at that. You can see we are being taken for a ride. And of course, old Rees-Mogg, remember him? Jacob Rees-Mogg. You know, Lord Snooty made flesh. Yeah. Says you need a profitable energy sector in order to extract energy. It's taking the piss. Meanwhile, energy bills could hit £3,615 this winter, as fuel companies boast massive profits. I mean, they are taking us for a ride. They have got our balls in a vice. And there's a lovely indicator here. Lovely. Look at that. You can see the energy prices going up, the forecasts up and up and up. And at the moment, because of all the political shenanigans that have gone on, we've got a government that isn't interested, and we've got an opposition who isn't interested. You know, it's crazy. Meanwhile, the National Franchise Dealer Association, they're basically car dealers, have blasted Sadiq Khan. His plans to extend the ultra-low emission zone, because that's coming next year from, well, they say it's August 2023, but I thought it was October, but hey, it's been revised. Yeah, it's the 29th of August 2023, and yeah, they're blasting him, saying this is the wrong move. They say it will have a disproportionate and adverse effect on deprived communities. Yeah, not half, because they want you to buy more expensive cars that are ULEZ friendly. And it's already been proven that the ULEZ zone has had absolutely no impact on air quality. And here's a picture of Mayor Khan with the extended ULEZ zone. Look at it. I mean, we live around, I think it's there, but this whole part, I mean, they want you to pay £12.50 a day just to drive in these areas. It's, again, another shakedown. Extortion. From every angle. They're putting the squeeze on us from every angle. It makes me, I feel like I'm now one of those right-wing nut-job commentators. Every angle they're putting the squeeze on good people who are just trying to live their lives. This is the thing, right? Everyone goes to work, well, except me, because, you know, I'm useless and I'm a lazy arse. But, you know, we have people trying to just make ends meet, and we're being squeezed every single which way to Christmas. And it's not like people are going out buying expensive cars or having a good time. We're not. All these bills are going up. That's where the food price is going up because of what's happening in Ukraine. It's absolutely bonkers. Meanwhile, Liz Truss seems to have pressed the self-destruct button, because there was a Tory conference thing, a Conservative hustings in Exeter, and she said how the levelling up. You know what's going on about levelling up? A bit like we're playing Pac-Man or Donkey Kong. That's a 1980s arcade reference for you guys, because I'm that old. That's Mario. But he levelled up too, didn't he? Yeah, she was going on how she wants to cut the wages of like teachers and doctors and in northern areas, because their cost of living is cheaper than those in the south. And you go, you're an idiot. You're an absolute bloody idiot. Self-destruct button. And you go, why Why would you say that? That is a pledge that no one is going to get behind. No one. It's like she's saying, well, I'll do this for a couple of years and then we'll just hand it over to the Labour Party, because, you know. But she also said that she also had a go at Nicola Sturgeon, old wee Jimmy Cranky herself. She said that she's an attention seeker who should be ignored. I do agree with her on that, because she's from a party that has one campaign idea, and that's, you know, nationalism. Remember, it's the Scottish Nationalist Party, and nationalism's bad, except for us Brits, because we're the best. We won the football. But yeah, Nicola Sturgeon's government demanded mentions of Brexit, Queen Elizabeth II, and England's 1966 World Cup victory to be removed from the Platinum Jubilee commemoration book. Yeah. Good news, everybody. Al-Qaeda boss Ayman al-Zawahiri was killed. Hey! It only took him 20 years for the CIA to track down the 9/11 mastermind and slice him into tiny pieces with ninja missiles. Yeah, these missiles have blades in that slice and dice. It's a bit like one of those things you see on QVC that chops cabbage. You ever seen those? Yeah, and here's not his impression of what may have happened. Apparently he was standing on his balcony admiring the dawn, and yeah, the missiles came hurtling through, and yeah, and they sliced him up. Here he is, enjoying better times with his mate Osama. Here we go. Doctors have updated his condition to shredded. Well done. Well done, everybody. And of course now, who's the next terror chief going to be? Oh, I wonder who's he's going to be like at the X Factor. They're going to in Afghanistan, new TV show with the Afghani Simon Cowell going, who's next? And what can you do for Al Qaeda? I make bombs. Oh, get him out of here. It's going to be great. But yeah, anyway, this is the ninja missile. It's packed with blades apparently, and it's dropped via drone. Look at that. And that's technology for you, isn't it? Forget Amazon delivering packages via drone. We've got this. Can chop cabbage by drone, and this is what it does to your car if one hits your car. That'll buff out, won't it? That'll buff out. Yeah. And where did the Lionesses celebrate their victory after winning the Euro 2022? Apparently, Leah Williamson and Beth Mead, they treat themselves to a McDonald's. Absolutely, they're lovable by the day. But everyone's complaining about Boris Johnson not hosting a reception and a party for them. Well, Boris, you got rid of him. Remember that? All you critics, you got rid of him. He doesn't care anymore. But he was away. I think he was away yesterday at was it Trimble's funeral? So if he'd have held a party, they'd have said, why didn't you go to that funeral? But he went to a funeral. I said, why didn't you hold the party? And now he's on his honeymoon. So tough titty. You wanted rid of him. But they're going to host a reception for them in the autumn when either Truss or Sunak becomes Prime Minister. Because again, Boris don't care. He's out. You know, they say he's snubbing them. No, he's like, well, I don't have to do this anymore. You fired me. You got rid of me. You got rid of me. More cult news. This is Brett Mullen, 50. Let's have a look at him. He looks like a character out of Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul, doesn't he? He looks like a British version of Mike. Only the people waiting for the Better Call Saul review would get that joke. I will be doing it. It's just I had to do this first. Yeah, he raided a number of betting shops and stole £3,000 during a month-long spree in April. Yeah, Mullen from Gravesend. He used a collapsible walking stick and pretended it was a shotgun. Here he is on security camera with his well, fake shotgun, and this is a stick that looks like the stick. Remember, folks, if you wrap that in a newspaper, it looks like a shotgun. A few tips there, how to do. So yeah, he's he raided five betting shops in the South London area and made off with a total of £2,708, and yeah, that's it. And he's jailed for 10 years. Oh, come on, it wasn't a real shotgun. It was just he's got a stick. Let him go. Come on. Apparently, Love Island finished last night and they crowned the winners. Who cares? I don't. I personally think that Love Island actually eats brain cells. Hey Mark. Don't they like me? That's Love Island for you. I've just condensed it into sound bites there. Where are we? It's more miserable. More miserable stories. Oh God, so miserable. Where's all the fun stories gone? Oh, here we go. Sinkhole news. This is in Chile. Is it cold out? No, it's just chilly. This is Tierra Amarilla in the Atacama region. Is this the way to Tierra Amarilla? But yeah, look at this. Look at this sinkhole. It's 82 foot wide and it mysteriously appeared. You know, just rocked up. Look at that. My goodness. And it's scary. And yeah, it just appeared on Saturday, and they reckon it's more than 650 foot deep. They reckon it appeared on land operated by the Canadian Lundin Mining copper mine, so possibly it's a mine that's collapsed. And it's 413 miles north of the capital Santiago. Local Mayor Cristobal Zuniga confirmed the presence of the sinkhole, which is located right on the outskirts of the town, and spoke of the fear of nearby residents that excessive mining could have had catastrophic consequences. Put the right teeth in, down. You know, so there you go. It's it just, the pictures of it are fantastic. It looks, well, not for the residents, but for us who are viewing, it just looks like something from a horror movie or a sci-fi movie. You know, how cool is that? Apparently, putting your feet up when you're ill can make you feel worse. I like putting my feet up though. So, Samir Gray says that exercise was a miracle. Rubbish, Samir Gray. You wrote this big article about not putting your feet up. Rubbish. We all know. Look, we all know at the end of a hard day, especially me, you know, because I'm always working hard. Slip your shoes off, put your socks on, off, and then put your feet up. Everybody knows that. Oh my goodness, it's just misery and more misery. Apparently there's a TikTok video out of cut an onion, but who wants to see a broken nose? This is Blake Perry. He was in an MMA fight. That's a mixed media. No. Imagine if there was such thing as mixed media arts, and that's where you do art with different media. There probably is at school. It's probably a degree you can do in mixed media arts, but it's mixed martial arts. Anyway, the Hawaiian suffered quite a phenomenal injury, and this is what he looks like beforehand. This is the 27-year-old with his partner. So, you know, again, something for the dads. But I don't think she's going to fancy him anymore. Why is that? Because this is what his face looks like now. There you go. They've basically removed his nose from his face. Look at that. He needs to go on botched. Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Massive will put that straight. Dr. Massive, he's the nose god, isn't he? He's the god of noses. You can see what I watch of an evening. I love me some botched. But yeah, there you go. That was good, wasn't it? That was good. Oh dear. Right, let's see if I can get this queued up, because it's a video. Wait a minute, Daily Mail website's misbehaving. Let me just do some magic. Everyone, just talk amongst yourselves. Can you do that? Can you talk amongst yourselves as I very carefully do this, because the Daily Mail sometimes gets a little, you know it goes a bit wobbly. You know that sometimes it doesn't like me doing things, and I've just got to get it. I think I've got it now. I think it's working now. But yeah, this is a guy in Russia, and he's getting his car, petrol, getting the petrol in the car like you do. I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what's going to happen. And he's standing there. I should have queued this up better. He's like, can you tell me what happens next? Hey, there we go. He set himself alight. Oh, it's got worse. They think it's all over. It is now. Watch him run around like a... Oh dear, fantastic. Fantastic, there you go. And yeah, wasn't that great? Remember folks, if you think you're stupid, there's always somebody out there that's much more stupider than you. Yeah? But hey, we can do better. We can do better. This is we're going to Dorset. Who wants to go to Dorset? Yeah? Now, it's hot out there. Especially if you're in Dorset. And this is one of those American-style camper vans, you know? I don't know if you're familiar with the style of camper van. Oh, we've got an advert first. Oh, there's always an advert. There wasn't an advert on the other one. But yeah, this was pictured at a Morrison's petrol station. Morrison's is a supermarket, but they're obviously refueling, and then this happened. I know they wanted warm weather, but this is ridiculous. On holiday, get it? Holiday to Dorset. But luckily, the fireman put it out. It's like what's it? American Vacation, isn't it? You know, when they National Lampoon's vacation movies. Yeah. So yeah, the whole place went up. It's quite a frightening. I mean, I must have damaged the petrol station too. Look at that. That's quite impressive. That is quite an impressive thing. But I wonder if they carried on with the rest of their holiday. Probably not. Probably not. But we're going to finish with some animal news. Trains in Norfolk were halted yesterday. What happened? What happened? This was between Norwich and Stansted, and trains were stopped for more than an hour because, well, there was a bit of a problem. What was the problem? There was a tortoise on the track. Yeah, that's right. The Cambridge-bound train was stopped before 1 PM, and yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the animal was injured because there was some damage to his shell. The 76cm long tortoise called Clyde had escaped from Swallow Aquatics in East Harlyn. God, he must have sprinted out of there, mustn't he? He must have had sparks coming off his little feet. And yeah, it looks like he's been hit by a train, which is a shame. But he's being treated, he's being looked after at a specialist animal centre, you know. And here's another picture of him. Obviously, you know, that's one way to use the rail without having a ticket, and it's probably faster than British Rail. Don't do. Remember British Rail jokes? Who remembers jokes about British Rail sandwiches? Oh, that was the 1970s and 1980s, isn't it? Before they privatised everything. But yeah, hopefully Clyde makes a full recovery. Yeah, he's a giant African tortoise, and yeah, let's hopefully he's okay. But yeah, two trains were cancelled, and there was a further delays until he was removed. Poor Clyde. Let's see if there's anybody in the chat room. There wasn't yesterday. I think my charms are wearing off. Remember, killing the channel one video at a time. Boy, my views gone down since I've just dedicated myself to doing this content, because this is what people need. It's not what you want, it's what you need. I'm gonna shove the news into you whether you like it or not. Karen Gill says hello Darren. Hello Karen. Harry says, and this is a £1.79 message. He says taking a studio break for coffee time. That's good. RJC says, and thanks for the £1.79. I can see it, you can't. RJC says, no doubt yesterday we'll have a series made of this pretty soon. Absolutely, there'll be Nazi gold. Yeah, oh yeah, Nazi gold everywhere. Bondi says, greeting from People's Republic of Victoria, Australia. Our Chief Health Officer called for mandatory masks for all school kids until at least 2025. Or you could just all get vaccinated, because vaccination works, because that's how we got back on track, didn't it? Vaccinations, you know. And now we've all upgraded our computers to Windows and bought an Xbox. Thank you, Bill Gates. But no, it's science, bitch. So I was watching Better Call Saul. Science, bitch. Vaccinations. Because this is how polio is coming back. And you know the monkeypox? You know the monkeypox? You know one aspect that they've not mentioned about the monkeypox story is most of these men infected by monkeypox are indeed immunocompromised. And I was saying this to the missus privately, because I don't want to say it publicly, because I said this, I have a funny feeling, because, you know, for most people monkeypox is nothing. I have a funny feeling that it's immunocompromised people that are getting the monkeypox. Indeed, I was right, it's people with HIV who are getting it, because hey, people with HIV, unprotected sex, yay, with men in, you know, because it's like they didn't learn anything from the 1980s, is it? But hey, monkeypox. I hope the tortoise is all right. Well, it's early to say. They've got to fix his shell. He's got, I reckon, he's got 2 large gouges or cracks in his shell. So he has been taken to a special animal hospital for treatment. But how did he get on the track? Because, you know, there's a bit of a lip, isn't there? Yeah, I think he was a pretty, you know, a pretty determined tortoise, you know, for doing that. Anyway, that's it. I've done enough damage. Remember, folks, if you are going to go to an orgy, rubber up, or maybe wear one of those hazmat suits with the groin area cut out, because, you know, you don't want the monkeypox. Nobody wants the monkeypox. Just be safe. Be safe and careful, and be considerate of other people. You know, I don't know. It's like nobody learns anything. This is why humanity is doomed. It's why we're doomed. Anyway, I've bleated on long enough. I've done enough damage for today. This has been the news. Missus, did you enjoy it? Oh, me concealer fell on the floor then. Oh, I wear makeup now. I'll be wearing a dress soon. It's going to be great. It's to stop me bald head shining. I can't help it. Ever since I've been shaving it close, it's taken a whole new aspect. Ballo Shino. That'll get a laugh. I'm now doing jokes for the missus. And we'll do this all again soon. This has been Coffee Time. Drink it up. And tune into live stream tonight. News. Interesting news.